The night a legend took notice. In the early years of Cristiano Ronaldo's career at Manchester United, he was known as a boy with extraordinary flair but unfinished substance. At just 19 years old, he could dribble past defenders, electrify crowds, and turn heads, yet many still questioned whether his style would ever translate into true dominance at the highest level. Among those watching closely was Thierry Henry, already a legend of European football, a forward who had mastered both beauty and efficiency. The match that would change perceptions arrived quietly, without grand expectations. It was not framed as a duel between generations, yet everyone in the stadium could feel the tension. Henry, calm and composed, moved with the assurance of a man who had conquered the biggest stages. Ronaldo, restless and hungry, played like someone desperate to prove he belonged in the same conversation. From the first touches, Ronaldo played with unusual focus. His dribbles were not just for show, his movements not just instinctive. He ran with purpose, attacked space relentlessly, and pressed defenders with intensity. Henry noticed immediately, not the tricks, but the intent. This was not a child seeking applause. This was a young player demanding respect. As the minutes passed, Ronaldo grew bolder. He took responsibility, demanded the ball, and challenged defenders without hesitation. Each run carried conviction, each decision sharper than before. Somewhere on the pitch, a silent evaluation was happening, a legend watching a future one take shape. What separated this performance from Ronaldo's earlier displays was maturity. He did not force moments that were not there. When space opened, he attacked. When it closed, he released the ball. His understanding of timing, something critics once doubted, suddenly looked refined beyond his years. Henry, observing from close range, recognized the signs instantly. The balance between confidence and discipline, the hunger to influence the game without letting ego dictate decisions. Ronaldo was no longer just a winger trying to impress. He was becoming a complete attacker. There were moments when defenders hesitated, unsure whether to close him down or back away. That hesitation, that fraction of a second, was something Henry knew well. It was the mark of fear, and fear at the highest level is respect in disguise. Ronaldo exploited it repeatedly, drawing fouls, creating space for teammates, and shifting the rhythm of the game. By halftime, the narrative had subtly changed. The focus was no longer solely on Henry's presence or experience. Attention drifted toward the teenager in red, whose energy seemed limitless. Henry, composed as ever, adjusted his game, but he did not ignore what he had seen. Great players rarely do. After the match, conversations lingered longer than usual. Journalists searched for quotes, opinions, reactions, and when Thierry Henry spoke, his words carried weight. He did not exaggerate, he did not flatter unnecessarily. Instead, he acknowledged what everyone had witnessed. Henry admitted that Ronaldo possessed something special, something rare, not just talent, but mentality. He spoke of fearlessness, of a young player unafraid of the moment or the opponent. Coming from a player who had dominated defenses across Europe, the admission resonated deeply. For Ronaldo, those words mattered more than headlines. Validation from someone he had watched, studied, and admired since childhood was not just praise, it was confirmation that he was on the right path, that the hours of training, the sacrifices, the relentless self-criticism were shaping something real. Inside the Manchester United dressing room, the impact was felt immediately. Teammates saw Ronaldo differently. Coaches trusted him more. Expectations rose, not as pressure, but as belief. The boy from Madeira was no longer just potential. He was becoming undeniable. From that night onward, Ronaldo's trajectory shifted noticeably.
His confidence deepened, no longer fragile or reactive, but grounded and controlled. He carried himself with the quiet assurance of someone who knew he belonged among the elite. Matches that followed reflected this transformation. His decisions became sharper, his finishing more decisive. He embraced responsibility in crucial moments, never hiding when the game demanded leadership. The praise from Henry echoed silently in his mind, not as arrogance, but as motivation to justify that recognition. For Henry, the encounter was another reminder of football's relentless evolution. Legends rise, dominate, and eventually make space for the next generation. Watching Ronaldo, he saw not imitation, but progression, a different style, a new era, shaped by speed, athleticism, and obsession with improvement. Their paths would cross again, but that first acknowledgement remained special. It marked a symbolic passing of awareness, if not yet of dominance, a moment when a king noticed a future one stepping onto the same stage. Years later, Cristiano Ronaldo would surpass expectations that once seemed impossible. Ballon d'Ors, records, championships across leagues. Yet every journey has a moment where belief solidifies, where doubt quietly disappears. For Ronaldo, that night, when Thierry Henry admitted his talent, was one of those moments. It was not about comparison or rivalry, it was about recognition, a signal that the football world had begun to take him seriously, that he was no longer chasing legends, but approaching their level. Football history often remembers goals and trophies, but behind them are nights like this, quiet turning points, spoken words, exchanged glances, moments when a 19-year-old realized that the path ahead was no longer a dream, it was real, and it was his to walk. From that point on, Cristiano Ronaldo did not just believe he could be great, he knew it.